Hi there, I'm Indigo and I want to talk about my Hollystar AU today. I made a PMV on it. I'm going to use some of the pictures from there, but I'll also link it in the description. And that's just a kind of short version of what I'm going to be talking about here, and it doesn't really have the details after it because I never finished it. So, I love Hollyleaf. I've always felt like she never really got the true potential. She never fulfilled that. So, in this AU, the first thing I do right off the bat is kill Brambleclaw, because after Ashfur realised that the kits weren't squirrel flights, he decides to target something he knows she's definitely interested in, which is Brambleclaw. So he kills Brambleclaw, and then when everyone's like, who killed Brambleclaw? Ashfur's like, haha, it was me, and he reveals the secret that Squirrelflight had. The ultimate question is, whose kits are they? Leafpool reveals that part of it. What Ashfur didn't really anticipate is the fact that the clan actually quite liked Brambleclaw as a deputy, and they don't really like it when people kill people. So they banish Ashfur, and everyone's pretty cool with Squirrelflight and Leafpool's secret. They realise that it had to happen. Lionblaze, however, is not so cool, and especially not so cool with the fact that Ashfur pretty much got away with it. So he goes after Ashfur and he hunts him and kills him while he's away. This is like a year's time during pretty much most of the arc of Omen of the Stars. Hollyleaf stays in the clan and becomes much closer to Jayfeather. She gets Dovepaw as an apprentice, and she becomes a lot closer to Cinderheart, and they become mates. And they love each other very much, and it's adorable. Their apprentices become warriors, and then Lionblaze comes back. Lionblaze has been training in the Dark Forest this time while he's been outside of the clans. He's been training with Breezepelt, Hawkfrost, and with Tigerstar, and all of that lot. So he has all these killing moves, and he has this ambition. His plan is to become deputy. Firestar gives him an apprentice as Cherrypaw, who happens to be Brackenfur's daughter, and Brackenfur is the cat who Firestar appointed deputy after Brambleclaw was killed, because Brackenfur's just the best. Lionblaze kills Brackenfur. While everyone's horrified at the fact that 2 deputies in a row have been murdered, Lionblaze is silently hinting at Firestar like, oh, you really need to get a deputy, you need someone who's good at fighting, so they don't get killed again, that kind of thing. He just really wants to be deputy. Firestar isn't really sure how he feels about this, so he asks Jayfeather and Leafpool if they've had anything from StarClan as to what he should do. Jayfeather gets this dream, and in this dream, he sees Lionblaze training in the Dark Forest, and Yellowfang comes along and tells him, you really don't want this guy as your deputy. When he wakes up, he goes straight over to see Firestar about it. But suddenly, he sees, and this is Jayfeather, pretty blind, he can't usually see things, but he sees a hollyleaf balanced on top of the high rock. So he realises, oh no, this is an omen, Hollyleaf has got to be deputy instead of Lionblaze. So that's what happens. He tells Firestar all this. Because Hollyleaf and Ivypool are kind of connected, Ivypool tells everyone that she's been going to the Dark Forest and that Lionblaze was in the Dark Forest. Lionblaze gets banished. He goes and lives kind of outside the border of Wind Clan, and he silently schemes with Breezepelt for the rest of the arc. Then there's the big, Dark Forest showdown. He tries to kill Ivypool along with Hawkfrost, because Ivypool's the one who outed him as someone who went to the Dark Forest, so he wants revenge. In saving Ivypool, Hollyleaf kills her brother. That's like the ultimate moment when she has to realise that sometimes you gotta sacrifice things for the greater good, and when your brother has turned into an evil killing maniac, you kind of have to kill him. Which isn't a very good moral, but hey. So she kills Lionblaze. At this point, Ivypool has had her deputy. Did I say deputy earlier? I meant apprentice. She had to take on Cherrypaw after Lionblaze got banished. So Ivypool is eligible to be a deputy. When Firestar gets killed and Hollyleaf becomes leader, becomes Hollystar, she appoints Ivypool as her deputy. She goes and gets her 9 lives. One of her 9 lives is from Brambleclaw, who comes along and reveals to her that before he was killed by Ashfur, a couple moments before, Ashfur told him that Squirrelflight's kits weren't his kits. Brambleclaw gives her a lie for loyalty, because in his dying moments, when he found that Squirrelflight had lied to him, he was still loyal to them. He told Ashfur that he loved his children no matter what, and that they were his children regardless of whether they were his blood. That was why Ashfur killed him, because Ashfur had originally planned for them to scheme together and get back at Squirrelflight. The moral of the story is family first. It's all happy, the way it was meant to be. The Omen of the Stars, but better. Hollystar becomes the best leader ever. Hollyleaf is the best. Thank you for watching this video. Bye!